It's widely accepted that there is a crisis in policing. This cannot be seen in isolation from the mental health crisis in policing. There are twice as many cops off sick now as there was 10 years ago, and this is only going in one direction. This is also a political crisis, because if the public lose confidence in the police, the fabric of society starts to fray. So we need to be talking about this and taking urgent action now. This event that OEV Partners has put together with the partnership of the University of Law and the support of Cranstoun has been about starting this conversation, to bring the right people into the room, the right audience together, so that we can talk about this honestly and openly, about the extent of the problem, first of all, and to begin to talk about what do we do about it. So we've had experts from the United States and experts who train police officers here in the UK, former chief officer, and we've been doing a bit of a dive into both the causes for our current crisis and what the future might look like when we start to solve it.
At Cranstoun we work really closely with several police forces, deliver a whole range of diversion and arrest referral services with these police forces, and we're really passionate about diversion, giving alternatives to arrest, alternatives to custody, and we're here today because we really support the focus on improving and stopping the decline of police officers' mental health.
So firstly, these events are important because it creates an opportunity to have a conversation about something that's really, really important to policing. So the fact is, yes, we're here to protect the public, but if we're not protecting the protectors, how can they protect the public? It creates an opportunity to do some challenge and support about the current approaches to what we're doing, recognising there is new evidence that's emerging throughout the world, and the question is why we're not doing that here, or why we're not going to do that here in the future.
Police officers are people too. We really need to look after them, really need to protect them as best we can, because when you have a healthier police force, you have healthier communities, more effective policing, and it benefits everybody.
So the University of Salford are attending this event because we're really passionate about supporting our student officers. A big part of our course is about officer wellbeing and the continuous wellbeing and support that's available to them throughout not just their degree, but also going on into their careers and ensuring that they have a long and prosperous career. This event is all about building a stronger future for police officers, making it a career for life again. You know, when I joined the police, it was sold to me as a career for life. Now we're seeing people leave much earlier in the service. Some people aren't making it through their probation period, and we need to get that support in place to make it a lifetime career again.
There's a problem across society broadly with trauma. There's a kind of subgroup of people, vulnerable people who have had adverse childhood experience who suffer greatly, and there aren't many treatment options for them at all. There's an opportunity to go to the meeting point between those people and the police. And the police often have to deal with those people, but they themselves are also suffering from trauma. So they have a lot in common. We want to try and work on an awareness about new treatment options that are available. So in particular, psychedelic therapies and MDMA therapy for PTSD. We're very passionate about the development, kind of broadly development of trauma awareness, but also the equitable development of psychedelic therapy and MDMA therapy, because at the moment there's a risk that when the treatments become available, they're not available to people who most need them, who aren't able to access them. And so we are involved in working with those lived experience groups, of which the police are one, raising their awareness about the benefits of these issues and bringing them to argue for them and increase the demand and put pressure on regulatory bodies to actually approve them.
Today we've heard a lot of the evidence that we need for change. So OEV Partners will continue to develop in this field. We will have future events, so please follow what we're doing, look out for our future events, and please support us when you can.